Hello, everyone, and welcome to this webinar organized by Docsity in partnership with Vilnius University. I'm Alessandra, nice to meet you all, and I will be your host for today's event on behalf of Docsity. I see here that someone has already joined us. Welcome, everyone. We will wait a few minutes to allow everyone to connect so that we can start with the presentation. But in the meantime, feel free to say hi on our chat here on Zoom and tell us where you're from, because we are curious to know. And first of all, I want to thank everyone for joining us and our panelists for being with us today here. And together with Sandra, with Ineta, Alina, Domas, and Andrei, we're going to explore today's topic, which is how to become a company manager and boost your career in any field. We will see what it's like to study at Vilnius University, and we are also going to hear from the alumni and listen to their experiences and learn more about their journey at Vilnius University and where that got them today. We will learn more about the benefits of studying at Vilnius University and the academic offer with their master programs. And we will also discover more about the application process. And our panelists will share some tips to choose the right path for you. So you will also have the opportunity to interact with our speakers and ask them questions. So talking about that, I would like to remind you that after the presentation, we will have a Q&A session where you will be able to ask direct questions to all of our panelists. So don't be shy and just type all of your questions in the Q&A box here on Zoom, and we will go through them at the end of the presentation. Also, for those of you interested in receiving a certificate of attendance by Docsity for this free webinar, stay tuned because we will be posting the link to get the certificate at the end of the session on the chat. So I see here that some more people have joined us. Hi, welcome everyone. And I think we're able to start now. So I'm now leaving the floor to Sandra and we will see each other in a few minutes. Enjoy the presentation. Bye.
Okay, so hello for everyone. I'm really happy and glad to be here today and to represent Vilnius University and actually business studies in Vilnius University. So let's take a look. What can we offer for you? And probably it will be a better way for you to decide what you really want to study. So first of all, I think that it will be really nice just to represent myself as well. So I am also a graduate of Vilnius University Business School, and I'm alumni of bachelor study program of international business, also of master program in digital marketing. So as you can understand, I'm a really loyal person to business school. And even after all my studies and all my experience here in business school, I am also having and taking a part in administrative stuff, and I'm a chief marketing officer here. So in case if you will have any questions during the webinar, you can ask in Q&A section, or probably if you will have some questions for me after the webinar, you can scan this QR code and also contact with me on LinkedIn. Also, I really want to mention that I have a really nice squad together with me today. We have Alina, Andrei, Domas, and Ineta. Can you wave a bit? Say hi to everyone as well.
Hello, hello.
This gang is joining me today to, also represent our studies and to share their experiences, because I think it's really nice, to take a look to the university, what can the university offer, what kind of programs do we have. But it's really nice when we have real stories and people who can share their knowledge with you. So I think that we can start and move on. So first of all, as I've already been mentioning, we're representing Vilnius University. So Vilnius University is one of the oldest and greatest universities in the Baltic states, as well as in Europe. And the university is among 400 top universities in the world. So what does it mean for you? It means that your diploma after your successful graduation will be recognized mostly all over the world. So the rankings are really, really important here. Vilnius University have their own priorities. It's interdisciplinarity, internationality, and research-based studies. So as you can understand, in Vilnius University, we're really warm. We have a really warm welcome for our foreigner students. And let's move on to our home of entrepreneurship. You will hear these words like many times today, I think, because the Vilnius University Business School is about empowering the entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial mindset. So here in business school happening a lot of stuff. I mean, it's not only about studies, but it's also about studies exchange, about leadership, about networking, about innovations, about a lot of projects that our students and our community can be involved in. So here in this slide, you can actually see some pictures from business school, also from a really beautiful ceremony, from the graduation ceremony. You know Domi as well. We're also in this picture because it's from this year graduation ceremony. So yeah, we have the ceremony in a beautiful St. John Church. So that's what is waiting for you all as well, if you will be studying in Vilnius University. So why business school? As I mentioned before, first of all, it's nationally ranked #1. So if you're thinking about business studies in Lithuania, there is no competitors, you know, at all. I mean, business school is the best place for that. We have a global environment. What does it mean? In business school, there is more than 30% of students that comes from foreign countries. So actually, it's a really big percentage because in Vilnius University, we have 16 different departments from mathematics to business, and business school is taking a really big part of foreigners students. So if you will come and study here, you will kind of feel like at home because, you know, there will be a lot of foreigners. So, you know, you will be in a friendly environment. Hands-on learning. It's also one of the biggest parts of business school because we're not only about theoretical part. Yeah, we do have a lot of practice in our studies. We even writing a thesis in a different way, not one by one, but we having a team for writing a thesis, or even we do have a capstone project and so on. So we will also share the opportunities to write thesis in a different way when I will be talking about the programs. Entrepreneurship-based learning. So that's about entrepreneurial mindset empowerment. Because in business school, we're really caring about that. And, you know, if we're talking about the future, so the future is about entrepreneurship, because you should be adaptable. You should know how to adapt to any kind of situations in business, in a workplace. So that's what are we doing here in business school. We're giving those competencies for our students. And also it's international equality science. We do have a lot of accreditations and our science that are giving a really good quality to our programs and to our business school, you know, at all. So let's move on and discuss about partners. As Alessandra also was mentioning before, mainly today we're going to talk about master studies and what can we offer from master studies. And partners that you see here is from Moody's, Western Union, NASDAQ, Citco. Those partners are giving opportunities for our master students that are coming from foreign countries to have a job offer from them. In Lithuania, the law have really good opportunities for the foreigners, because you will have an opportunity to work. Yeah, if you want to so you can search for a job and you know and have this balance between working and between studying. All of our schedules are really flexible for our master students. Mainly all our courses are happening on Thursdays and Fridays and Saturdays. So as you can see also in the slide, first and second semester mainly coming during these days, Thursday and Friday after work, and on Saturday it's a whole day of studies. And the third semester is going fully online. So if you're joining business school, if you will be accepted, you will also have an opportunity to work in Lithuania, and also business school will cooperate in this partnership with you for you to get the job offer from a really well-known companies. And now let's discuss about each study program that we have in business school. So I will start probably from Sustainable Corporate Finance and Investments program. This program is powered by our strategic partner NASDAQ. And I do have Andrei today, so he will share his experience later on. But mainly, and in the structured slide, you can see what you really need to understand about this program. If you're interested in financial field, if you do see yourself in working in a large financial corporations, in treasury management, venture capital, probably corporate venturing or corporate banking, this program probably will be really suitable for you. Sustainable aspect. If you really know what's happening in the world, the world is going crazy about sustainability, yeah. So those financial experts who will get to know the market well now and to understand that sustainable finances are really important and why are they important, they will be really well known while they will be just searching for a job offers and so on, because in the near future the sustainable topic will be really relevant to all fields and also to the financial field. So in the slide you also can see that if you wanted to apply to this study program, of course you should have your bachelor diploma, your English level no less than B2 level. The program took 1.5 years of duration, and the price per semester is 2,225 euros per semester. So also you see a QR code that you can scan, and you will see a short video where the program is represented by the program manager. So later after our webinar, you can just take a look. And now let's move on and let's meet Andrei. Andrei, can you join us?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you since the beginning.
Perfect.
And I have the privilege to represent this program. I'm currently in the third semester, so hopefully graduating in January. Actually, we were not so lucky because the third semester was offline, but starting this year, I understand it will be online. Still, yet another reason to meet with the great people at the Vilnius University Business School, not complaining at all. So let me probably begin by describing the context, like myself, my experience, and how I actually got to study with the Vilnius University Business School. So I'm currently the Chief Administrative Officer and Director of Melsoft Games Lithuania, which is like a big game development company here in Vilnius. We also have offices in Poland, in Armenia, in Romania, but our headquarters is in Israel, so we're like a pretty big game dev publisher and international company. I moved to Lithuania 3 years ago. Before that, I used to live in Cyprus for a few years, so like my experience is somewhat international. I also did an MBA in Belarus before, where I'm originally coming from, but then I did an executive education course in Stanford, so I do have some benchmark. And within this benchmark, you can trust me on this, Vilnius University Business School is ranking very, very high. So in terms of the program, like the thing that I'm asked to opine specifically, I think it's a very well structured one because people may have different goals and come from different backgrounds when they enroll in it. So some people are more junior, some people are more senior, and they have different goals. Some just are looking to get more practical experience, you know, the stuff that they work daily. Maybe they're analysts. We have people coming from NASDAQ, they are like working as securities analysts, and they need very practical hard skills to implement directly in their workplace. Some people are more senior, they're looking to systemize and maybe update the knowledge that they have from their previous career, and basically to refresh their knowledge about the financial environment they're operating in and know about the recent trends. So people are different, they have different goals, but the program basically has a little bit to satisfy most of those goals, and also is structured in a way that it provides like a holistic overview of the modern approach towards the what is believed to be sustainable corporate finance, and specifically the sustainability part. I like that course by Professor Ivica a lot because it provides a very holistic overview of the sustainability reporting frameworks. And this will become like immediately applicable to many businesses in the European Union starting 2025. So actually that's also very applicable in the workplace. The group, our group was like really diverse. Again, there was some more junior and more senior people, but the variety of the backgrounds was immense. So some people were coming from fintech, other people were coming from the securities like industry, like NASDAQ as well. Again, myself and another classmate, they were coming from tech, or more specifically games industry. Some people were coming from professional services, and this provided a very fruitful, you know, room and environment for discussions, because people were bringing different experiences and different viewpoints in our professional discussions in the class. It was also sufficiently diverse from international perspective. Like, although the most of the group was Lithuanian, we did have several people attending courses coming as Erasmus students, like from Italy, from France, from Spain. We had people enrolling like full-time in Vilnius University from Asian countries, from India. So that was like a pretty diverse mix of people, again, contributing to the overall level of discussion and solidness in our studies. And since the studies also contemplated doing a lot of the cases, presentations, like studies, deep dives, and we ended up, most of the time, we ended up forming groups. So you always found yourself in a group with someone from totally different background, and sometimes having totally different viewpoints on the topic, which was also, you know, enriching the overall experience from the subject. And among the specific subjects, again, you can of course look at the list of the stuff that will be included next year. I'm not sure if it's the same as ours, if it's evolving over time, but there are some things that are immediately applicable in the workplace. So for my case, that was corporate governance, for example, and sustainability, because my company specifically will start reporting, like we do cross the thresholds set by the commission, and we'll start doing the sustainability reporting next year. And we're actually right in the process of putting in place the sustainability compliance program and appointing the sustainability officer and doing all of that. So in my case, that was immediately applicable. So we're literally building in our workplace what we studied in the university. But also, since not like so directly applicable, but other courses like family business, investments, governments, or part of it that was taught by Tadas Gudatis. Yeah, that was a very solid, holistic overview. So that was one factor, and another factor is basically the faculty and the selection of professors that the business school put in place. I think we never had a single professor who was like purely from academic backgrounds. Most of the people teaching us, they were actually teaching from the practical perspective, and they're very involved in the business community. Like in financial roles, we had a couple of CFOs teaching us, a couple of CEOs actually from pretty major Lithuanian companies, and bringing a lot of experience and practical cases on the table to discuss. So discussions were always very like down to earth and practical. And probably this is the thing I like the most about the program. So overall, I don't want to run out of time because there is a lot of ground to cover as well. This is not the only program, so I think I'm done, but I'm happy to answer any questions as well.
So thank you, Andre, and I think that I have a short question for you. So thank you for the really good representation of the study program from inside. And what do you like if we're talking about Lithuania? Like I don't know, probably two lovely things about Lithuania because you are a foreigner. So what are you enjoying here?
Now it's my third year, and I would so first it's not the weather for sure. Just kidding. The people. With all seriousness, I think Lithuanian like national character and like the traits are so unique. Like on the outside, it's like a Nordic country, and on the outside, people may seem formal, but as you like grow to know them and they start to know you, you form like really deep emotional relationship, and like people start to open up. So if you enroll, you will probably have some Lithuanian colleagues in your group, and then over time you start like totally different level of relationship with them. And yeah, I think the people is the biggest like treasure of any country, and the overall level of education and seriousness, like even the academic backgrounds that they have and the experience from their jobs they have in my group, that was like really totally respectable. And yeah, I think people is the biggest asset of the country, as always.
Amazing. So good and happy to hear that, because there we do have some Lithuanians in Neta and Domas with me, so I think that we're happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, so thank you, Andre. And
yeah, I stay online just in case. Yeah.
Later on, in the end of the webinar, we will have a Q&A session. So Alessandro will tell us. And now then we're going to another slide and to digital marketing program. So yeah, the main requirements you also can see here. It's about English, it's about duration, and about the price. But I will talk more about digital marketing program in general. This program is accredited by SIM. SIM is an Institute of Marketing. So, for the marketing people and persons, that's a really important sign. So that's really good that we do have this accreditation, and we can have a really strong accreditation later on when we're already graduated. So who should choose digital marketing program? I can say that those people who see themselves in a more this strategic level of marketing. You will not learn, how to use Google Analytics or how to use Facebook Ads Manager. It's not about how to contribute to some tools. It's mostly about the strategic level. Yeah, so why do you need to use one or another channel? This analytical skills. Yeah, what can you do from this Google Analytics? Yeah, so what can be your next steps, and which campaigns will be more relevant according to the tendencies and so on. So this program is mainly based about strategic thinking in marketing field. The program named digital marketing, but for sure you will have a traditional marketing as well. So it's kind of combination of that. I can talk a lot about digital marketing because I'm also an alumni of the study program. But we also have Domas, and I invited him today to share his experience and insights about the study program. So Domy, join me on the stage, and probably you just can share your experiences and your opinion about what's happening inside of the program. Yeah.
So I think hello everyone. First of all, I'm Domas, as Sandra already mentioned. I work with influencer marketing currently at Surfshark, which is a cybersecurity brand quite well known for its VPN as a product. And yeah, about the studies, I think Sandra mentioned quite well that it's not about the actual tools or the nitty-gritty stuff. It's more on the strategic level, which helps a lot in the space wherever you choose to go, in whatever channel you work later on. If you're an influencer marketing manager or an affiliate marketing manager or whatever, the general scope of the studies is really good, and it kind of makes you versatile, which helps you climb the ladder within any company, because you understand how different acquisition channels work, and then you kind of can apply that knowledge in your work every day, even though it might not be actually for your position at the moment, but you can be basically a better strategically versed person in the company as a whole, so it's a good asset to have for you personally, and then you become a great asset for the company as well. In terms of more about the studies, I think what Andre mentioned as well, that it's very international. The colleagues are international in the program. We had a couple of professors from Scandinavia as well, so I'm not sure if you would have it the same next year, but I remember that it was quite a good experience with them. And yeah, basically overall, it's really positive. You can take a lot from it. And as with any studies, it's how much you want to take from it, that's how much you will take. The tools are there. The professors are good. So you have all the resources to learn and to become better. And it's basically up there for grabs. So if you want to take it, you can definitely have it here.
Yeah, that's a really good words, Domi. And I do have a question for you as well. I know your story, so you're also alumni not only about our master's program, but also in our bachelor's. So, question for you: you graduated from business school from in your bachelor's study program, and you decided to take another program already in master's studies, also in business school. Why business school? Why not any other, I don't know, universities or faculties? Why did you choose business school?
Yeah, I mean, you showed it in one of your first slides. It's number one in the country, so it's kind of an easy choice if you want to seek more knowledge. And I felt like there's more stuff to learn, and kind of I wanted also to go into a narrower field, because I studied international business for my bachelor's, and then I wanted to make my kind of expertise more narrow, so I chose marketing. And yeah, it was an easy decision, because my experience at the bachelor's was very good. The student life is good here. The lectures are good, so it was a no-brainer, really.
So give me a high five, because I'm feeling the same about business school. Okay, so thank you, Domi. And yeah, if you have any questions to Domas or to me regarding this study program, you can do it in your Q&A section. And now I think that we can move on. And we're going to international project management. So this study program is recognized by IPMEA, it's International Project Management Association, and it's a really strong combination for those who wanna study and work in a project management field. So, the study program involves a lot in it. It's from strategic management, project management, enterprise IT solutions in project management. Like, there is a lot of things to learn, to develop, and so on. If you see yourself working in a company, or probably you're already working in a company with a big IT projects, let's say, so then this program is will be really valuable for you. and you will, take the best from it, because we do have a really good professors here. We do have a really good accreditation, and the program is really based according to the International Project Management Association recommendations. So everything what's happening in the study program are really relevant to today's market. So in the slide, also you can see the main things you need to know about the study program, the duration, the English level, and so on. Also, you can scan a QR code and take a look to the video that we have with the programming manager as well. But now we do have a better thing than just a video. We have Alina here with us today. And I think that the students who are taking part in the study program can tell us even more than just a study program manager, or Sandra, just a marketing person. So Alina, hello.
Hello. Thank you for the introduction, for your great presentation. So to continue with, I would really like to say that basically project managers for me, it's like a kind of universal soldier in the company, So me myself, before studying this and before deciding on pursuing the project management, I was always seeing like projects from only one side, from the participant or a team member of the project. But then I decided that it is really interesting for me, and I decided to pursue project management and to dive in kind of deeper. So I'm not a project manager myself yet. I'm working in sales, and I'm having a bachelor's degree in marketing. And but recently I've started my transitioning inside my company to our project management team, which I'm really glad of. And as I've already mentioned, and as Sandra already mentioned, the study program itself, it doesn't only involve, I don't know, creating a project charter, So it helps you to see project management from different perspectives, starting from finance, finishing with HR, and to see and to kind of share the experience with also your group mates, because as guys already mentioned, we have really diverse groups for every program, and which is also very good for me as a beginner, because I have people with experience sharing their knowledge about project management. They already know from their personal lives, and also the professors. So you feel like a sponge trying to remember everything. And yeah, I'm really glad about it. So by choosing this program, I would like to say that you would choose, like, I don't know, like the ocean, you dive in and you try to remember and to kind of take as much as possible from the knowledge that surrounds you. So that's briefly from my side. Maybe Sandra has some questions.
I always do, Alina. Thank you. Yeah, so as you're also a foreigner student here in Lithuania and in business school, so probably can you share your story? How did you choose Vilnius University and business school studies?
Basically, as I am also a loyal student of Vilnius University, because it started from me coming here for exchange. So when I was on the third year of my bachelor, I studied in Ukraine, and me and my friend, we decided to go for exchange studies to Lithuania, because it's pretty, I would say we expected it to be pretty similar to like a Ukrainian background and stuff like this. So we came here, and we, as I mentioned, I was studying marketing. So I had some courses from business school, and it really caught my eye, because it was, as guys already mentioned, very practical courses. Like we did, I mean, learn the theory, of course, but it was very useful that the professors are coming from the practical experience, and you can actually feel it in comparison with maybe your previous studies, etc. So I kind of like pinned this idea for myself that for masters I might come here as well, and which happened.
Perfect. So you felt like home, you know? So is it
Kind
the
of,
true
yeah.
about business school that it's home of entrepreneurship and just, you know, like a
Yeah.
second of the knowledge? Okay, so yeah, guys, those who are listening for us, hopefully still listening, yeah. You can hear what are people saying. Yeah, I've been mentioning about the network, about community, and so on. So as we can see from the stories, that's the truth. So I'm really also happy to hear that. Thank you, Alina. And now we are moving to last but not least, Deep Tech Entrepreneurship Study Program. This study program is powered by CERN. For those who probably didn't know what does the CERN word mean, so it's a European Council for Nuclear Research, and it's a world-class fundamental physics research organization in Europe. So the study program is a really complicated, you know, for me, it's too complicated to talk about it. But if we will say it in general, the study program is all about deep technologies. And I can say in the more easiest way, it's about science and about entrepreneurship. So the main areas that the program is developing is technologies, entrepreneurship, and strategic leadership. So from my side, that's the main topics, that the main things that I really need to mention. And I think that it will be more easier to hear about the study program and what actually students can do here. Ineta will definitely share it with us. So Ineta, you know, I would like to ask you to share your experience. First of all, why did you choose the study program? Because it's, you know, it's not really easy subject to choose. So how did you choose, and what about the study program? What is happening inside? Ineta, we didn't hear you because you are muted right now. Mm-hmm.
Hello again. Thank you for inviting me. So maybe starting with the background to understand more. So I'm not like all of other participants. I am not from Vilnius University before. I graduated Vilnius Academy of Arts. I'm creative world person. I ended graphic design studies and been working in this field. Also, I've been shifting my career more into the web design, and I chose this program because it was the first program in the Europe like that. I've been searching actually in whole Europe and thinking about this field. I wanted to learn more about business side because I'm always working with the companies, but only from the visual creating part. And for me, it was very interesting to learn more in a master about the business part. And it catch my eye because it was combined with all the innovation and all the parts of interesting, innovative world like artificial intelligence and other fields. Also, it was from the beginning said that it's powered by CERN. It also was the very important point for me. And talking more about studies, yeah, like other students, alumni, sorry, I also had very international students in my group from Australia, India, Germany, and etc. And it's also was similar that they all been from very different fields, from science, business, the history, or arts like me. So in the studies, we all understood that we all are in the best study program we can be, because the deep tech are combining different fields. And if you want to have a really successful deep tech company or business, it's amazing to have these kind of different field group. So we've been working very practical way with a lot of group works, and it was very interesting because it wasn't just learning, it was really practical tasks, and it was one of the amazing and the best parts of the studies. So talking more about the professors, it was also the best I can think about, because they've been very abroad the world. We had professors also from CERN. There have been professors from States, from Scandinavia, from France, and every lecture it was from different even country, not only the Lithuanians. So this part also was amazing. So the best of this study program is that you can choose not only writing the master thesis, but having opportunity to choose writing a master's capstone project. And this was my choice with two guys from the group we've been working. We chose to have the same project in our capstone thesis writing, and it was a very different way of thesis because we had really practical work done. We've been going deeper in the field that we thought that is with a very big opportunity to have a real startup. And in the end, we had ended our business model and presented for the investors from the professors of Vilnius University our capstone project. It was said that it have a lot of perspective, and the professors and also investors been saying that they are seeing the perspective of this idea. So after the studies, we established a company, and now we are working as a real startup and hoping that it will end in the very good way.
So maybe we're really business school are really proud of your team. So congratulations one more time. And yeah, you mentioned a really important part of the study program that if you're studying in the study program, of course, you do have an opportunity to write a master thesis like this traditional one, as I'm saying. And also you have this capstone project that you can work with during your studies. It means that you can literally work on your startup idea and also have all mentorship with you during your study years. So yeah, and Inata, if we're going back to the CERN, because you also mentioned that it was, kind of a good sign for you when you've been searching for a study program. So the study program have a study visit to CERN. So how it was for you? Can you tell us more about the study visit?
Yeah, I have been in CERN University as a visitor from Vilnius University with we've been 5 of us, I think, something like that. And yeah, I think this is one of the best parts of the studies also, because I had opportunity that I think nobody in the world have, because it's very small, not very small, but it's only this field community. And to come for a person like me, it's amazing because I understood that also they are inviting a lot of fields people, but they are, public needs to know more about them, because it's not only the physics world, but yeah, this communication, it's not that easy. And they are inviting a lot creative people to work in the programs they're giving. And it's amazing because they are working with the programs that are changing the world. They are really working with the ideas, what will be the future. It's not only like, hypothetical things. They are really thinking about changing ideas, and it was mind-blowing and really unique opportunity.
Because that's the good point, that was a really unique opportunity. So those who are studying in this study program really do have this unique opportunity, so that's nice. And I think that of course that was impressive for you and for your study mates as well. So thank you, Ineta. And I'm moving on just to the last slide, and then we'll have this Q&A session, and probably if someone will have questions. So Ineta, you will be here with us still, so we will answer later on. Thank you.
Thank you.
So guys, that's the last slide, and the admission requirements and selection criteria. You already saw a lot on the slide. So the main steps for you is to know that we are having that you can apply on Dream Apply system. You should have your English level no less than B2. If we're talking about IELTS, so it's no less than 5.5. You, of course, should have your bachelor degree to have an opportunity to study your master, and of course, motivation. So I'm not going to talk a lot about the requirements, because you can scan the QR code. You can choose the study program that you really liked and probably you are interested in, and you will see all needed requirements on our website. So if you will have some questions, there is also a contact of my colleague, Lorina. She is our international students officer, let's say. And she will definitely answer all your questions about requirements and all the stuff you need to know about the admission. So you will see Lorina's contacts on our website. So no worries. And probably, I don't know, Alessandro will send the presentation after our webinar. But just in case, you will see everything on our website. So I think that this is it from our side, from representative side, and now probably we'll have some questions to cover and to answer.
Absolutely, yes. We already have some questions. Hello again, everyone. First of all, thank you for the thorough presentation, Sandra, and thank you everyone for sharing your experiences. So I would say, let's start with the first one. And the first question is, hi. Can you name some of the partner companies you work with, and can students apply for internships during their studies?
Yeah, so I've been already mentioning that we do have strategic partners like Western Union, NASDAQ, Moody's, Titka, and of course some other partners. And they're giving this opportunity for foreigners to have this, job opportunities or even internship. It depends on what you want to do, and it depends on your competencies, of course. But yeah, we do have, and it's really our inside project that we have in business school, and it's a great opportunity for foreigners. You're coming to country, the place where you're going to study, and also you have an opportunity to apply for a job opportunity. So hopefully I answered the question.
Perfect. Thank you, Sandra. So let's move to the next one. The question is, do you have any requirements to get accepted in the programs? Especially, I was interested in the digital marketing course.
Yeah, so it's also about the requirements. As I've been mentioning, you should take a look on the website, but mainly the requirements are the same. Yeah, it's your bachelor diploma, your English level certificate. It should be no less than B2, In case if you've been studying before in English language, let's say probably you have your bachelor in English, so then you don't need any certification. Also, what's more, it's about some other requirements that you need to have from your bachelor, but you just can take a look on our website because it depends on the program. So.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Sandra. Maybe you can share your screen again with the QR code so that the students interested can actually scan it. And
yeah, just 1 minute then.
Okay, perfect. So in the meantime, I'm going to read the next question.
Yeah.
Which is there assistance available for finding accommodation?
Yeah, so I'm sorry. I've been thinking that multitasking is my thing, but I think that no already. Probably it's the end of the day. So, okay. Yeah, about the assistance for finding accommodation, yeah?
Yes.
First of all, Vilnius University do have an accommodation, so we do have a dormitory of Vilnius University. So I think that that's the first step that foreigners can do. You just can try to apply and to have a place in our dormitory, because accommodation in Vilnius University costs around 100 euros per month, 150, something like this. I don't know. Probably we do have students or alumni who've been living in our dormitories. No? Alina?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have basically 3 complexes of the dormitories, and they are, I think, divided into like triple, double rooms and private rooms, and it depends on the room, the price, of course, but it starts on, if I am not mistaken, 80 euros per triple room.
Yeah, so I think that that's it. And if we're talking about the accommodation, of course, that we do have some partners. So as I've been mentioning, when you will have any questions, the business school community and staff are really friendly. So we're always supporting our students. So for sure, we will, probably take a part and make some recommendations. But we do not have a person who are working with that. So yeah, but we do have a lot of opportunities starting from dormitory.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Sandra, for the answer. And also thank you, Lina, for your answer. So next question is, do you offer scholarships?
Yeah. So about the scholarships, there is no scholarships opportunity when you are applying to the master study programs. But during the studies, if you will be in the top rankings of the students, of the top students, so of course you will have an opportunity to have a scholarship. But before, when you are applying for the first time, for the first year, there is no scholarships for foreigners.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Sandra. So we do have a couple of questions for the ex-students. So the first one is for Alina. And the question is, did Alina take a long time to find employment?
So apparently I wasn't looking for employment in Lithuania. I was transitioning to a project management team inside my company, which is UK based. But as I know, lots of companies, especially the partners of business school, they are constantly looking for new people, and you should check their internships page for sure. There are lots of opportunities for even the beginners. And talking about project management positions in Lithuania, I've seen lots of openings, especially if you have a little bit of background in project management. So I would say it is very possible, and maybe not as fast, but I'm sure that you will find the fit for yourself.
Thank you, Alina. And I also will add and to clarify what I've been saying before also. For now, we do run a project with our partners. So it means if you really, if you will be accepted to business school, and if you will write us that you are searching for job opportunities, so then we will, share a contact with you and share a CV with our partners, and then you're going to take a look and probably find the collaboration opportunities. So yeah, it's a new project, let's say. So for sure, if you wanna work during your studies, so you will have this opportunity, and it will not take really a lot of time.
Perfect. Thank you both for your answer. So we have another question, and the question is, what kind of background is required to study finance? So maybe Andrei can jump in.
We actually had people from, again, various backgrounds. Not everybody had their bachelor's in finance. There were people coming even from like linguistics, I think, but still enrolling into the master's for like finance track. But in terms of like how to the point and how related this can be to your immediate work, I would say generally that would be accounting, legal, finance, maybe project management, investments and these backgrounds. But again, nothing's impossible. And there were people coming from very different like previous study tracks, including linguistics. So yeah, that's the answer.
Yeah, thank you, Andrea, and I will also add here. So yeah, because finances program are under the business studies and under the management studies. So it really depends on each situation. Yeah, if you do have your bachelor background, so probably if you're interested in finances, probably it will be suitable. Like it depends on each situation. But at least like there is no probably super extra criteria to study and to have a background in this field. But of course, I think that it's really important for you to understand that you really want to be in the financial field, because the program is really strong. Yeah, because if you don't have any financial background, probably it will be just a bit complicated. Yeah, Andrei?
Yeah, could be the case.
Yeah.
Especially with some, like practical assignments and calculations. But again, nothing's impossible, and we've seen example of people not doing that in their like day job, but still being able to fully like accommodate and complete the subject even with this.
So it's about motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Thank you, Sandra, and thank you, Andrei, for your answer. And now we have another one for Ineta, which is, are there other fields besides UX, UI in the realm of deep tech?
There's no fields like that. There was only one field there was nearest. It was marketing, but nothing about design and UX. Actually, I can say a little bit similar, like Andrei, that there's nothing that you can't learn, but actually it was hard. And if there's people who are thinking that it will be easy studies, so you need to think because yeah, there was a parts like data analytics, and it was program that you need to really good skills of IT side, and there was parts of really big business calculations that you also need a lot of math and other fields that yeah, there was a big combination of very different fields, and you need to learn fast, and yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Ineta. And we have our last but not least question, which is interesting. And the question is, if you had to convince a young guy to travel and study in Lithuania, in a few words, what would they be?
I can say that's so creative question, yeah. Okay, so you should love four climates at the same time, because in Lithuania we have a really different weather conditions, as Andrei also been mentioning before. But you know, from one side, it's not really nice that probably now we have a really cold winter, but it's really nice that that you know that you can even feel all this 4 seasons in 1 year. Andrei, am I right? Can you agree with me?
I don't agree because not even in a year, like in autumn, some days you can experience a couple of seasons during the same day.
Yeah, but that's a uniqueness of Lithuania. So
Yeah,
why?
it is. It is.
Yeah, and also Vilnius is a really vibrant city and so green city. So you know, I think that Lithuania have really a lot to show to our foreigners. And as long as probably they don't really enjoying the weather, they're really enjoying the city because it's really cozy, it's really nice, and as you can understand, the community all over Vilnius, not only in business school, but I think in general, are really warm, and that's probably what making Vilnius really really warm city in you know this particular way. So I don't know, guys, probably you can add something something more creative.
Oh, he emphasized that this should be aimed at a young guy. So if the question is aimed at nightlife, Vilnius has quite a good nightlife, so don't worry.
Everything will be fine with that.
Okay, thank you. Perfect. And I think that with these beautiful answers, we're done with the questions. So thanks again to our panelists for being with us today, and thanks to everyone that joined us and for your questions. And I would like to remind everyone interested in receiving a certificate of attendance by Docsity that if you want, you can check the link that was sent in the chat. And again, if you want to get in touch with Vilnius University, you have all of the contacts, and you will receive an email with the contacts and also a recording of the live session. Here you can see on the screen the contacts for the international students department. And so I think it's time to say goodbye. So thanks again to everyone for joining us, and thanks again to our panelists. And I hope to see you again at the next webinar organized by Docsity in partnership with Vilnius University. Bye everyone, and have a nice rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.